Hello guys, we already saw the SHA, the hash function. We saw the block and how it is, how we can make it valid, and what does it mean to be valid. And if we make a change, it will no longer be valid until we mine it again. Now we will see a blockchain. This is a chain of blocks. We have one more additional data than the previous example, that is the previous. The previous shows the hash of the previous block. Block number 1 doesn't have a previous, that's why it's filled up only with zeros. The number 2 points to number 1, 1578, 1578, and so on. So we have a chain of blocks. If we make any change, for example in block number 3, you can see that it will no longer be valid, but also the future blocks will no longer be valid because the hash of the previous block will have changed and it will not start with the 4 zeros, so it will not be valid. If we want to make it valid, we will mine it to found a new nonce. Then we will have to mine the block number 4 to make it valid, and then the block number 5. So in order to make it valid, we need to mine the number 3 and all the future blocks. So if a hacker comes and change a block, we could change it and it will no longer be valid. But he needs to have more than 51% of the computer power of the world in order to mine this block, just this block. And remember, he will need to mine all the blocks that are here, and he needs to do this in less than 10 minutes, because if another block arrives, it will need to mine that too. So it's actually almost impossible for him to have more than 51%. That's just for one block, and if he needs to mine one more and 3, 4, 5, it will be much more difficult. Also, we know computers are improving, so that's why the difficulty level we talked before, it's harder and harder and harder. It's asking more and more zeros in order to be harder to mine. Also, that 51 power will let them just change one block, but it will be very difficult to change the one because another block can arrive. Imagine someone has a quantum computer from the future, and he will be able to change all the data and mine it and mine it and mine it so fast that he can win all the blockchain, all the computers, and he's like 100 trillions more powerful than all the computers in the world. Well, we will see how blockchains protect with that, because it is possible, and that is with a distributed blockchain you will see on the next video. Okay, so see you there guys, bye. Oops, here.